Always appreciate where you are. Appreciate it, because there's somebody out there right now that wish they was in your spot. And I'm going to start it off like that because I want to tell y'all something special. Like, you are really unique and you are built in a way that God made you, and you are special and you have work to do here on this earth. And life, like, it gets rough, yes, but you have to appreciate where you are. That's the first step, is appreciating where you are. Like, I remember the times when, I wasn't healed and I was in a depressed state, and every time I went to work, I just let work throw extra stress on me because I was there. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here, and oh, I want to go home and stuff. And then once I cleansed myself, and once I fasted, and once I became a better person mentally up here, I started to look at work like, yeah, maybe I don't like work, yes, but I am a human. I do got to pay bills. So I got to be here, and I started to appreciate work more. I started smiling at work and stuff like that. It's because I started to appreciate where I was. Like, I was, like, before, I was always comparing myself to people and, like, looking like, all right, he's 25, she's 24, they making millions, they entrepreneurs. I want to be like them. I don't want to be clocking into no job, Once I stopped comparing myself and I started to appreciate that 9 to 5 and the job that I was working, I started to see, like, I was having less stress at work. I was in there, like, giving motivation to my coworkers and stuff, like, yo, I was telling them, like, yo, I know this job is hard. I was at a Target warehouse. I'm like, I know this job is hard, but you got to appreciate it. You got to look at it like this. Somebody wish they had the job that you got, right? Somebody wish they got that check that you getting at the end of the week, because somebody out there don't have a job and they wish they was in your spot, right? So when you start to look at it like that, you start to appreciate what you have, and because other people don't have it, you get this different, you get clarity in your mind. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you just start to feel better about everything. Like, a lot of things, like, nothing can really get to me emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing can really reach me because I'm so appreciative for my life and that I'm breathing right now, that when problems come to me, I just face them. I pray to God and I face them. Like, I was in the car the other day. I mean, like, it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? I was in the car with all my kids and I was sitting at the store, and some driver backed into my car, right? And they backed into it was a young driver. I checked to make sure everybody was all right. I checked to make sure my kids was good. I was good. Everybody was fine. So I got out the car. I looked at my car. It was a little dent, right? But I went to the driver. The driver, it was a young driver. He was panicking. He was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm new driving. And I said, it's okay. Just drive safe, okay? My kids are all right. This little dent in my car, it's all right. I'm not going to sit here and be mad about it because it's a car. I got a vehicle. I'm not going to be mad about it, right? And I told him, like, listen, just drive safe, okay? Just drive safe. I'm not mad at you. I know you hit my vehicle. I know you backed into it, but you're a young driver and you got to be mindful. I told him, like, listen, watch when you pulling out, watch your mirrors and make sure that you really watching behind you, right? Because he backed right into me. I could have got to the car and just started snapping and, going crazy on him and stuff like that, and calling the cops and, making a police report and things like that. But I've been there before. I've been a young driver before. I backed into cars before, I understand life. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you got to understand that you just existing, you just watching this video right now, like, that is the biggest blessing ever, right? That's the biggest blessing ever. And even with relationships and stuff like that, when you start to seek relationships and you're not healed inside, you don't love yourself, it's not good for you, right? That's extra weight. Just like that 9 to 5 I had. I was in 9 to 5 and I'm sitting there, I'm not appreciating my job and where I'm at. And then I cleansed myself, and then I started to appreciate the position that I was in. Same thing with a relationship. When you're not happy as an individual with yourself, getting into a relationship with somebody else and you're not happy, it's not good. That's extra weight. That's extra stress on your body, because you should not be dating if you are not healed. Yes, there's people out there that may potentially carry you out of that season, but don't rely on anybody else to carry you out of that season. You got to rely on yourself. You got to pray to God and know that you will overcome. As humans, we have free will to do whatever we want. And when you put on that extra stress and you look at life a certain way and you're not appreciative for what you have in the position that you're in right now, you'll understand that you'll put on a lot of stress on yourself and your situation. You have to be patient, you have to pray, and you have to sit still knowing that things are going to be better. When I say sit still, I mean, like, don't go jump into the next spot because you think that's the better spot. Don't go leaving this job and jump into the next job because you think that that's the better job because you saw somebody else happy at that job. No, you have to internally be happy within yourself, and you have to internally appreciate everything that you have. Okay? That's the message for today. And I said that about the car situation because I want you to start looking at life like this. Yes, he hit my car. But yes, we were all okay. Yes, we were all breathing. My car is still drivable. I'm not going to sit here and, make extra problems out of something that's a blessing. I'm here. It's a blessing, right? It's a blessing that I'm here. It's a blessing that everybody's okay. It's a car. A car can be replaced. You can't be replaced, right? So the next time you're in a position, I'm not saying that you got to be calm in a situation like that. That's just me. But the next time that you're in a position, like maybe you at McDonald's or you at Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere, or you at a restaurant and a waiter messed up your food, understand that they are human just like you. Don't go bug out and be mad and cuss out this person because they messed up your food, because guess what? You don't know, this person might have had a bad day. This person probably getting screamed at his manager. This person probably on his last straw at this job, and you criticizing his work by being disrespectful instead of letting him know, like, listen, I'm sorry that this is not my food, okay? This is not the food. You got the wrong order. Like, when you approach the situation different, you give other people on the other side a different perspective on life, because they're so used to everybody just yelling at them and, just talking to them nasty, that when you break that cycle and you say, hey, my order is wrong. Hey, sir, my order is wrong. Could you please change this? Or you talking to McDonald's. Hey, everybody, my order was wrong. I ordered a McChicken. I got a cheeseburger. Could you please fix that? I'll patiently wait here. Y'all doing an amazing job. Just continue doing what you're doing and wait for your food. Don't you know how many hearts you can heal by just doing that? Don't fight fire with fire. I always like to say that. If your environment is bad, you cannot become your environment. You have to be the light inside your environment. I'm telling y'all, when you tell that waiter and you tell that McDonald's worker, or you tell that employee that they doing a good job, that brings something inside of them. That's that feeds them, And I'm speaking from experience. Like, when I used to work at jobs, and when people would come to me, they would say, listen, you're doing a really good job. Like, I see how you moving back there. Like, yo, you doing real good. That used to give me a push. Like, that used to also give me like more motivation to continue to do what I do. Like, even if it wasn't the best job, when people will come up to me and compliment me on my job, that will make me appreciate my job a lot more. Did that make sense? So I'm saying all that to say, just appreciate your life, appreciate where you are, and it could be worse. That's what I'm gonna title this video. It could be worse. Okay? Appreciate where you are, appreciate what you have, pray to God, and understand that you create most of your problems. You create most of your problems by thinking that you're overcoming a problem by getting out of one problem without solving it. Okay? You have to do the work inside. You have to pray, and you have to do the self. You have to meditate and sit down with yourself. And that's where you heal most of your problems. Don't jump from one problem and think that you're going to jump to the next problem without solving that problem. That's what I'm saying. Okay? So yes, the title of this is It Could Be Worse. And if you are new here on my journey, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow along, because I do everything. I'm here. I'm just living in my purpose every single day, and I'm documenting every part of my journey. So this is Jameer's journey. And I always like to say I love y'all, because I don't know the last time you heard it. So I'm telling you that I love you. And if you're watching this video, just appreciate where you at. Next time you go clocking to work, even if it's not the best job, even if it's not the job that you love, just go in there and smile. And walk in there and greet everybody with a smile, and greet your patients with a smile, and watch how much you start to appreciate that environment a lot more until God opens doors for you in your life. Because you got to appreciate where you're at. God is not going to open those doors for you if you don't appreciate where you are right now in your life. I'm telling you, it could be worse. It could be worse. And you are blessed that you're breathing. And if you're watching this video, you have work to do. I love y'all. And remember, it could be worse. Peace.